once again.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are all having an amazing day. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys all the things you did not know in the Heist map. If you guys are new to this channel, make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let's go. The first and most important thing you need to know in the Heist map is what brawler you choose. You need to choose a brawler that gives a lot of damage and also has a lot of health. If you're going to choose a brawler you like but does not give a lot of damage, your team is going to end up losing and you will also end up minusing a lot of trophies. So you can use a brawler like Bull, El Primo, Daryl, and also BB. You can use brawlers like Spike, Dynamite, Barley, and also Leon, but you really need to be good at using them and you need to have a lot of skills. If you do not know how to attack with those brawlers, you will end up killing yourself before you go to the enemy siege, and all the enemies will come and attack for your siege, which will end up losing for your team and for yourself, and you will minus a lot of trophies. Another important thing is that you should rush to the enemy siege and try and break their siege so that your teammates does not have to break the siege a lot of times and you could finish the match even more fast, and so that your enemies can defend at the back and you can attack and break the enemy's siege. Another way for you to go to the enemy siege even faster without the enemies hitting you or killing you, you should go around the map and go through the bushes so the enemies cannot spot you. And again, you should rush to the enemy siege and break it. Next, you guys should use BB because BB is really good and also has a lot of damage and also a lot of health. Alright, if you guys are using the brawler BB, you should try and defend and also try to attack at the same time. If the enemies are trying to rush at your siege, you should hit them far away and also kill them so that they do not hit your siege. After you kill the enemies, you should again try and rush and go back to the enemy siege and try and hit it as much as you can. Next, your enemy should help you break the enemy siege and also try and distract the brawler. Next, when the brawlers are being killed by your enemy and coming and respawning, you should act like you're going back to defend, but you should go back and attack and put your super and make sure it's bouncing and bouncing, because BB is really good because her bubble bounces and gives a lot of damage. After that your enemy has killed you, you should try again and go back to the enemy's heist and try and break the last percent that's left on the heist. Right now you should go around the map so that the enemies cannot spot you and kill you, so you can break the heist and end the match with a beautiful victory. The next thing that is very important is the brawler that is going to distract the enemies. So, which brawler can you use? You can use a brawler like Barley. Barley is a brawler that can throw far and also throw over the walls. So Barley would basically throw his shots on the right side, which the enemies will think that your teammates are attacking from the right side. So your teammates should rush from the other side and go and break the enemy's heist. So Barley is going to distract the brawlers so that they do not come close to your haste. So in the meanwhile, Barley can also go and attack for the heist, and one thing that he should always do is go around the map and make sure that nobody sees him. He should go and throw his super right at the enemy's heist, so it could deal and give a lot of damage to the enemy's heist, and you could end the match even quicker. Then your teammates should rush and break the enemy's heist. Again, Barley should do the same thing after he dies. Distract the enemies. After his super is loaded, he should, if there's a lot of enemies, he should throw it in the middle of the map or wherever there's a lot of enemies. And Barley should also try and throw his bottles at the enemy's heist, so that could make it easier for your game to finish.
Never gonna give you up. I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna say goodbye, no. Never gonna give you up. I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna say goodbye, no. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna give. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna give.
Alright, I hope you guys like that. Next, we are going to use Colt. Colt is a really amazing brawler. Colt can defend, attack, or even distract the enemies. You guys can use Colt to go and attack for the enemy's heist, because Colt gives a lot of damage, and also he can shoot far. So Colt should try and rush and break the enemy's heist. At the same time, Colt should also not just get killed by the enemy's heist. That will result to a loss. So Colt should use his gadget and break the enemy's heist. And also, if he gets killed, he should try again and make sure the second time he breaks and trashes the enemy's heist. The next most important thing is that if the enemies have a really strong brawler, make sure you guys don't let that enemy through to your heist. Otherwise, he will deal a lot of damage and trash your heist. Next is that when your super is loaded and you are attacking, make sure you only use the super on the enemy's safe and not waste it on the enemies. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe for more intense videos.